Hi guys, this is Seth Loves Fizz and Bella 2003 and welcome to you guys another fun, exciting episode of Seth's Storytime. Alright, so I hope you guys are having a fabberoonie week at work and I hope you young ones had a great week at school. So just before I announce today's story, I'd like to remind you that I am halfway up to 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, it's pretty excited for me. So thank you very much, you guys, for supporting my channel. And I do really much appreciate it. Yeah, for all of the hard work I've been doing over the past 3 years already. I've been really good at making mainly walkthroughs and collections and princessy acting and all different types of content that I've been doing. Alright, so no time to waste. So today's story that we are going to be reading to you all is a Thomas story. And this one is called Thomas Comes to Australia, which this book was published back in 2019. And this is all about Thomas visiting Australia for the first time with his good best mate, Shane. So let's see what Thomas is doing today. Let's do it. Thomas was in the yard when the Fat Controller had some very exciting news. Thomas, Shane has invited you to visit him in Australia, said the Fat Controller. Dilly the barge leaves in an hour, so you have to hurry. Thomas was very excited. He had never been to Australia before. And there's the Fat Controller saying, "You're going to Australia." "Have a great time, Thomas," called Annie, as Thomas was hoisted onto Dilly. Dilly travelled towards the open ocean. Thomas closed his eyes and dreamt of all the amazing things he was going to see in Australia. And there's Annie saying, "Goodbye, Thomas." "Wake up, Thomas," Dilly called. "We're almost there." Thomas woke to see scores of brightly coloured fish weaving in and out of green, pink, orange and blue pieces of coral. "This is the Great Barrier Reef," said Dilly. "The coral is thousands of years old and is home to some of the most unique sea life in the world." And there's Thomas going, "Peep, peep." And the turtle says, "Hello." After a long journey around the top of Australia, Thomas arrived on the shore. "Oh, g'day, Thomas," Shane called. "Welcome to Australia, mate." "We are in Perth. Perth has some of the best beaches in the country," Shane said. The shore filled with people enjoying the sun, building sandcastles, playing cricket, snorkeling and surfing. "Cinders and ashes! Is that a shark?" Thomas shivered. "Why, that's not a shark. That's a snorkeler's fin," Shane chuckled. And there's that guy saying, "G'day, Thomas." Next, Thomas and Shane travelled through the desert in the Northern Territory. Thomas puffed as fast as he could across the red dirt and started to feel very thirsty. "Fizzling fireboxes! I'm running out of steam!" exclaimed Thomas, coming to a halt. "What a perfect place to stop for the night," Shane said. "This is Uluru, one of the largest rocks in the world. It's so big you can even see it from space." Once Thomas had a big drink, the trains raced off to South Australia. "Slow down, Thomas. You're going to miss the Flinders Ranges, mate," Shane called. Thomas slowed down and saw a family of kangaroos hopping next to the tracks. "Ha ha ha ha, they're racing you, mate," Shane laughed. "We're beating you, Thomas," said a kangaroo. Soon, Thomas and Shane arrived at Flinders Station in the bustling city of Melbourne. "Welcome to Melbourne," said a cheery local tram. "Hello," peeped Thomas. "My friend Toby is a tram. He works on my branch line. What do you do?" "I travel through the city, help tourists and locals get around Melbourne city centre," she said. It has been a long week of sightseeing. Finally, Thomas and Shane were puffing along the Sydney Harbour Bridge. "See the big building that looks like a boat sailing?" asked Shane. "It is the Sydney Opera House, Australia's most famous site." "Peep peep, toot toot." Thomas pulled into their final stop and saw the Fat Controller and Percy waiting for him. "Surprise!" the Fat Controller and Percy cheered. "I can't wait to tell the whole railway about this," Thomas said, grinning from buffer to buffer. "What an amazing adventure down under." It looks like Thomas and his friends are having a big party in Sydney, right? And this book was published back in 2019, as you can see. Wow, what an amazing Down Under story this is. And this one is called Thomas Comes to Australia. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. And just to repeat the performances, I'm halfway up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to, guys, support me, then go ahead and subscribe to Seth Loves Fizz and Bella 23. Don't forget to turn on notification. Request me some more videos. Give me likes. Give me lots of positive feedbacks. And don't steal of my videos. Alright, so I'll see you next Saturday for another Seth Storytime. And I wonder which story that I'm going to read to you next. Well, you're just going to have to wait and find out. Anyways, bye.